Oh, okay, we're live. Let's see. Where are we going to set this thing up? Again, pardon the mess and pardon the Pepsi. What we got to do is we're going to have to figure out first what we're going to make. Um, what I'm doing is making some pins for home free. So I need 5 identical pins. That's same wood, same everything like that. Make sure okay, good. Not getting. So we got 5 pieces of curly maple here. Oh, that one's not quite as curly as the others. Okay, that one's got some good waves in it. Good waves. And maybe wait, let's go a little bit. We'll replace that one. Let's replace that one. We want good quality curly maple pieces. I can go ahead and move the case for my Osmo. So, curly maple. Now let's put this over there. Okay. Let's see. Pieces down here. Check it out. Oh, that one looks pretty good. And that one looks pretty good. So we got 5 of them. They're going to be identical pins. Haven't decided yet. Okay. I've got 5 of these rollerball pins. I may do that. But then again, I may want those for something different. Viceroy pin kits. Viceroy has a single. Yeah. That might be perfect. Devon only have 3 of those right now. Let's see here. These are the slimline pin kit. That would work, but I don't want to twist pin. Guess we could make them a dark set. What do y'all think? Dark set. What are those? Legacy Classic fountain pens. I don't think we'll do fountain pens. Okay, we're going to do the rollerballs. And the engraving that I do will be up on the top part. So, fountain pen it is. Pull one of the kits out. And what we're doing today is we're just going to roll down. I'm going to walk around here and look at the back of this. Hello, Daryl. Harold, Darren. Hey, dude, Stacker. Sorry, I'm trying something new. I've got a nice stabilized little controller here that lets me move around with the phone. And I can move it up. I can move it down. I can even set it, I think. Oh, no, not in StreamYard. Well, if I was using the other software, I could sit there and mark a spot and it would stay pointing to that spot when I moved back and forth. But it's not going to do that with the StreamYard. So I still have to kind of point it where I want it. And then I can set it down here. But I can show you a little bit. I think it's a little bit better quality than what I've been doing. So I can, but this way I can bring it over and you can see all of my little workbenches and stuff. So we're going to pull out one of these, use it to mark where we cut with the tape, with the bandsaw, I mean, because we're going to need 2 pieces, one for the cap, one for the body. So there's the cap. It's the tube. And then here is the body. Okay. And then there's the other little pieces that we're going to use to build this. I just got through making me a set of darts. So they came out pretty good. I've worn out so many dart boards in my life. I love throwing some darts. So what we're going to do is mark the first part here. And we're just going to go down. We give it a little bit extra room. I'll just go down on each piece and put my short pin in, making sure I'll leave me a little gap. And you'll get to see exactly how we do these. And once we cut them, we're going to drill holes in them and glue these little tubes in. So we get all those marked. And I always save the little pieces because I'm going to glue all those little pieces together one of these days and make some Frankenstein pins, zombie pins, whatever you want to call them, where it's just all chunks of different types of wood. So let's go ahead and take these over to the, and again, like I said in the description, please don't overlook the mess. So let's find us a place to, well, is there a place to put this? Let's see. Don't want to just hold it with one hand and cut with the other, because then it might end up with fingers missing. So, tell you what, let's see. That's why I said this is an experiment. Let me see. I'll just aim it from here. And you're just going to have to watch from there. See the back and my dirty shirt. And why not just do it with one hand? It won't take long to cut these, so. Whoa, I almost forgot. I need to put little X's here so that I know after I cut it where the joint is. Glad I remembered that. Okay, so there's pin 1. I know there's some people watching this for the same reason they watch NASCAR. They just want to watch the wrecks. Some people want to see how many fingers I have left when I'm done. By the way, use safety precautions when you do this. Don't just, ignore them like I'm doing. Or people will start calling you stubby. Okay, one more. So you think man. I was going to see if you thought I should do an extra for safety. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to drill the holes. But to drill the holes in the Classic Elite 2, we're going to pull out the instructions. And yes, I do follow the instructions. Oh, you know what would work? Right there would give me, get down, a stable platform to show what I'm doing here. Remember, we're still trying different things. So let's get that down and you can see what I'm doing. Okay. So we're going to need the 10mm drill bit, which also means we're going to need the 10mm barrel trimmer. Okay. Easy peasy. Put this over here. If you're wondering why we have all those strips of, well, that's not going to work. Okay. Let's see if this is still My little Osmo now is going crazy. Let's see if we've got it now. Are we still here? Let's see. It's going crazy. Okay, it's lost its mind now. Lola, they are, yeah, depending on what they are. Darren's exactly right. They're okay. I'm gonna have to turn the power off on this thing and back on to get it to. Okay, mic back on now. Well, it's actually my phone here. Yeah. Now just got to get the Osmo turned back on and let it do its weird stuff while it comes on. Double click. Okay. Hey, we're back in business. Okay, don't put it up there then. No. Let's make a stable. I'm going to take a second just to make a stable place for this. You know, if at first you don't succeed, use the correct tools. You know what? We have that, which is probably going to be a little bit better for what we're doing here. So I'm going to get this thing set up. And then we'll be back in business. Because we want to be safe, but we also want to get all this done. So I'm going to take the little stand off the bottom of this. And then I'm going to get us all rigged up. See, before I've been just bringing my camera out from my office. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. But now I'm actually going to use this Osmo with my phone and see if that works. I'm going to have to spin y'all around a little bit. So I'm going to pop you out of the thing for a second. And let's see. You're going to go sideways for a minute. See if that'll stick up there. You can actually watch what I'm doing. See, this is my Osmo. But I've got to put it in here. And I didn't want to sit and spin y'all around while we put this on. This thing is a pretty awesome little device. So I can tighten that up. And now we can put you back in there. So let's see if this works. That in there. And so we're looking at the ceiling right now, but if this works, I should be able to. Okay, cycling up, turning sideways. And now let's point it down. If this works out, you should be right above the. See, the bad part about this, I really can't see what we're looking at there or see what it's seeing. So, well, I'm hoping that that's got this in here. I'll know in a minute. Again, we're testing. Let's see, got a little light. Now we got to drill some holes. So let's get this out and get our fancy drilling stuff on here. Knock that free. We'll get our Chuck. Our Charles, if you're more formal. Okay. It's got that. Let's get our drill bit. Okay. Yeah, if I had something to stand on. Okay. There we go. 10 millimeter. Didn't I say 10 millimeter? Millimeter. Nope, that's 3/8. 3/8 is not 10 millimeter. That is 10 millimeter. Slide that puppy in. Cinch it up. Yeah. See, I do everything backwards. Instead of spinning the drill bit, I spin what we're drilling. And we'll keep one of our tubes handy. And we always, or I always, go in from the middle. And there's a reason for that, because you lose just a little bit of wood off of the end where you're drilling in. And I'd rather that be right in the middle instead of off of either end, because it makes it, you've got a little ring in between on your pin, it'll make it fit a little better. Now that is not in there right. I didn't have that cinched up correctly. So it was not going to drill correctly. That's more like it. There. So, see, yeah, perfect. Well, as perfect as it gets. So, we'll cinch that down. Slow this thing down to about 500 to 700 RPM. And let's make a hole. We crank up in there. Back it back out. See the smoke coming out of there? Okay. Now I keep a little rod here and I just tap the drill bit to get all that off. We'll go in there and we're out the end. Now, first thing I do, or I do this before, make sure that we got a good fit. Perfect. Okay. That's got one side. Now this might be a little bit boring because I'm going to do this 9 more times. Got to do it twice for each section of the pin. And then again. Let's make a hole. So, almost there. Almost there. Back it up. Sometimes that'll go all the way through without having to reposition. Other times it doesn't. Okay. Back that out. Turn it off. Turn it off before you grab it, okay? It's not good to grab it while it's spinning. Okay, that's good. And that was not a... So that's one. And see, we got that. And there. Once we do, set it over here on the workbench, grab the next one and do it. So I wish there was a way I could fast forward, but it's hard to fast forward when you're live. But, and I can't see the phone to look at chat until we're done with this. So I'll try to catch up on any questions that are there once I get these holes drilled. And they do squeak a little bit. So we'll try to speed through this. We're out the end. Get back. Again, don't reach up and grab it while it's spinning. Okay, nice and tight. That's good. Okay. See, our next step is to glue those tubes in and get it ready to. And once the tube's in there, then we trim up the ends to make them flush. And then we'll put them on here and start turning them down. But this part is, I was going to say it's a little tedious. The reason I keep my hand here is because every once in a while it'll stick a little bit and try to turn the bit or the chuck over here. It's not supposed to do that. Okay, get down here. It's a fun one. I'll slow that down just a wee bit. Let's see, a little tight. See, that is a little tight. What I do is I'll go ahead and put this thing in there, turn it on, let it waller it out a little bit. That's the technical term. We're wallering it out. Okay, we're also making squeaky noises. I really need to clean up my ways there. Okay, so now we have, oh, perfect. Okay. So that's two more to go. Okay. Next. The next candidate for a hole in the head is moi. So we are. And by doing all of these at once, and they're the same, whoa, that's a tight one. What is that one? Just went through a knot or something. Whew, that should have some pretty grain in it. I have to crank it back up a little bit. That was it. Just needed to crank it up. Sorry about the noise. We're through the end. Yeah, I don't want to keep it. Okay, I'm going to have to figure out where I'm sticking there. That one's got a knot, right? Okay, I'm glad that went through good. Now, the last time I live streamed making pins, I destroyed 2 of them because I was talking, I guess, not paying attention much, and blowed up. So you might see some excitement here too. I mean, it's not always perfection. Somebody's trying to call me. They're just going to have to wait, and I'll talk to them some other time or call them back because I'm live streaming on my phone. Can't answer. But I'll probably call the home phone. My wife will answer. It's my brother. And say, oh, he's out in the shop. Okay, 2 more to go. We're almost done with this part, and then we can jump back over and I can make sure I don't let it try to escape. Okay. And it will all come together. Whoops, you know what? I didn't back it all the way down. Let's back it all the way down. Boom. There we go. And we're smoking. Some of that's just dust, but every once in a while it will smoke when it gets packed up in there. The friction will cause it to smoke. I've never caught one completely on fire, though. Yeah, I'm going to have definitely clean that. It's been a couple months since I gave this thing a good cleaning. It's been a couple of years since I gave the shop a good cleaning. Did y'all see what I forgot to do? Okay. That's good. It fits in there. Nice and tight, but that's what we like. Okay. Next to the last one. Now let's put this up here first. Okay. Moving. Since I don't go all the way through with one, I'm just going to do that. Out the other end. Let it come back. Now this is wallering it out some more. Okay. Yeah, that thing is sticking. Probably because I use water, and you can see the water spots on here. I keep a rag over it, but every once in a while it gets in there, it'll rust a little bit. So that's good. One left. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the camera where it's at, because we're going to have to sand these tubes down so that they will take the glue better. If we do that at the lathe. So, yeah, maybe I can get that loose. Okay, close enough. Spin her up. That one went in just a little bit hinky, but the good thing is with this wood, doesn't really matter. Make some noise. Make some noise. Sorry, it was squeaking a lot. Okay, let's see if we can't pull that out of there and quit that squeaking. Okay. See, that went in a little crooked, but it doesn't really matter as long as, see, the hole come out a little bit offset, but that won't really hurt anything because we're going to be turning it down smaller than that anyway. If we were working on something that had to fit together perfect, the grain wise, like a twist pin, be a little different. But it won't matter there. Is because my silly person, I went through and put a hole in there by ramming that thing up so hard. So let's back that up. This is the last one we have to drill. And we're through. Back it out. No more squeaky squeaks. Okay. Off. Check the hole. Oh, that's a little tight. I said no more squeaks, but we're going to waller this one out a little bit. Yeah, we can do it this way also. There, that should even it out. Let's check and see. Oh, perfect. Okay. So now we've got to take all of those and rough them up. Now we could do it without the, just do it manually. But what we're going to do is put it on the mandrel. Do it that way. Let's take this off. since we don't need it anymore. Always turn the lathe, don't turn this, that way you won't drop it. And we take the drill bits off. I know I seem like I'm not that organized, but I do always like to put things back, at least the tools. Don't like to sweep a lot. So we put this in there. It's over there. Pull half of those off. Now we've got to figure out what mandrel we need. PK par 10B2. And then fun. We go through here and find the par 10B2. And you'd think, since I do these all the time, that they would be right in one end. Par 10B2. That's bush 3. With right starting on it. If y'all see it before I do, yell. Yeah, I'll just bring a wide amount. Comfort. Let's see. Spoons. No. Yeah, if I'd thought this through, I'd have had this stuff ready before we started, wouldn't I? Bush 3. Okay, let's go to the other end. Par 10B2 right there. Okay, just 3-piece bushing. And here comes our fun part. Grab me a piece of roughness. And put me some good scissors around here. So then cut me a strip off the cut. Okay. I'm going to pull all those out too. So it's the first one. That's the we're going to pull them all out of there. 1, 2. Plastic elite. Well, wouldn't you know it? One of them's escaped. Plastic elite. Where'd you go? Well, we'll just do the ones we've got right now. Okay. Just do this one and then I'll worry about it later. Okay, so we take our bushings. The small one is for the long, and then the larger one is for the short. Okay. And guess it didn't have to, but let's just use one of those for now. And all we're going to do is sand and just rough it up. So it's just a matter of giving it a little of that and a little of that, and it's done. And, some of y'all have heard me say that it's not hard to make these, it's just a little tedious. You're seeing what I'm talking about. So I leave the chips up there because I don't want stuff to roll off, and it keeps them from rolling off. So now I'll grab the next ones and get them out of their little bag. And we'll put them on and sand them down. I know it seems a little boring, but it gets better. While I'm over here, I'm going to go ahead and get the others too. Got all that not. Well, one of them's going to get a fountain pen. Okay. The rest of these tubes. I'm losing my voice. Go figure. Getting all hoarse. And guess I need to start not, I don't know, drink me some hot tea or something. Okay, there's set 2 and set 3. Did I just lose a... What just fell off? Oh, it was one of the spacers. Okay. 1, 2, 3. See, the fountain pens that I do are the exact same. They're interchangeable, as far as these parts go with this fountain pen. That's why I kind of like it. That way, if I want to switch, I can actually switch without having to make a whole new pen. So let's see. All of them are the same size. 10 millimeter. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 of them. That gives me 5 pens since I just did one. So we can do this a lot quicker now. So remember, we put the long one on. The short one. Trust me, if there was a faster way to do this, I would be doing it. And put our spacer in. Pop that up. Lock it. Turn it down. And sand it. And we're actually trying to rough it up, not trying to smooth it. Okay, get further out of the way. Pull those off. The next ones. And the next part will be more exciting. Y'all get to watch me trying to glue things on there without gluing my fingers together again. I mean, not again, just gluing them together. Okay. Oops. Got to get it tighter. Oh, I didn't lock it down. If you don't get it tighter, it won't spin. It'll just stop and say, no, I don't want to spin. Okay. Pull that one off. Pull that one off. Put this one on. And then put this one on. Okay, there we go. Sand. Rough her up. I don't know, it might stick okay without doing this. I'd rather not take a chance when I put this much time and effort into something that it might not. So, don't you fall off there. Had enough stuff follow me today. Last one. And we'll be leaving this on there. Lock it down this time. Yeah, I've done stupid things on here before. Luckily, it didn't kill me. Okay. Now, we are going to leave these bushings on here because next step's going to require these too. And it's going to require these other because when I'm carving, now's the fun part. Let's get this, move it over to the bench. Now I'll be able to see just exactly how that went. Oh, hey there. So is it working okay? Hey, try to, you want me up this way? We'll have to scroll back up here a little bit and look at some of the, sorry, I couldn't see the chat. Nice. We'll see if I can't get this thing to behave a little bit better. I wish there was a quick release on it, but you know. Okay, almost lost connection. Okay, we're lefty loosey, righty tighty, right? Okay, there we go. Got that arm off. Prop it up. Y'all gonna see my messy shop some more. Got a lot of stuff. Hey, get back over there and behave. Okay, move. Okay. Now, we'll put his little foot back on. Y'all get to see some close-up stuff here. And let's move this around that way. There we go. There's our little pieces. What we got to do. Yeah, hey, I found it. Wait, yeah. Okay. So we've got 4 that are going to be fountain. Get back in there. That are going to be rollerball pins, and then we've got 1 that is actually going to be a fountain pin. And get some of this stuff out of the way, because what we're doing now is going to do some gluing. I'm going to show you a little bit of secret here. And first thing you need to do when you're working with these gluey things, make sure you don't glue yourself. And by the way, this stuff gets hot. I have blistered myself before by spray an activator on something, not realizing that I had a big blob of the glue on my finger. And when that activator hits it and it sets up that fast, it will light you up. It blistered me down to the muscle. So what I do is take me some blue painter's tape, make me some fancy little cuts in it so that and there's a reason that I do it this way. It's just more comfortable than just ripping. Now, we pull this over the top, pull that around, use this long one to kind of cinch it all up. And now I got me something that I can get glue on. So we're going to take some thick. We've got thick, thin, and medium that we use during this process. So I'm going to come in here and we're going to be inserting this from this side. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is put it on and stick it in a little bit on the other side so it gets some glue in that area. So this is where we're going to end up. So I'm going to set and just kind of twist it a little bit. Okay, that just gets some glue on that. Now I'm going to grab this, put just a little bit on there, coming from the other side, twisting as we go. You're going to get it done in there, use that, and then I've got me an insertion tool. insertion tool to get it down just a little bit farther. Now, see, this way there's more to cut off here than there is here. That's why I keep that mark of where it's at. I'll set that there and do the next one. So I'm going to just do all of these real fast. We can sit and chat about something. Still can't see that's one thing I don't like about using the phone is I can't see when someone's saying something until I stop and look around here. Yeah, like that. Okay, so we got that. Put a little bit of stickiness on there. And again, we're going to twisting while we go. We'll put that down in there. That one didn't go in as far, so we use the tool to make sure we are in there. Yeah, that's good. Good. I said that's good. And want it in a little bit farther. There we go. Now, it should be like that. Yep. It's just speed this up a little. Okay, we're going in that way, so we put a little bit here. And put some more on. Coming in from this side. And coming in from this side, it's a little bit tighter because we haven't used the wallering around a little bit on everything. That gets that in good. Next. Yeah. That one felt like it was longer than the others. Wanted to make sure it wasn't. Yeah, and that gives a little bit of glue on the end because sometimes it'll drag all the glue off. And by the time you get to that end, doesn't have enough on there to really do anything. So by doing that, we've already got it coated. And this is just, okay, this one's going in from the other side. There's a thing holding it over there. There we go. See, sometimes we have to cheat. And then this gets us the rest of the way. Okay. That one just going to have to be the other way. When I say that I do it that way, that doesn't mean you have to do it that way. If I wanted, see, I could just go ahead and put this on. And since these are pins that have caps, as long as I turn it around like that, since I've got it so tight, see, I can just put them in from that side, move it to the other side. There. And then we do it again. You know, and since that's faster, it's not that one way is better or worse, especially with this. Now, if it was some type of wood that had extremely prominent grain that we wanted to match up the two parts together so that the grains looked good and you could tell that where one end the other one started, then yeah, I'd be really careful and do it the other way. You know, regardless, I'd make sure we did it the other way. I'd stop and waller it out some more. But since this is curly maple, and curly maple doesn't really have a grain that you can say, well, that's crooked, you know, because it's just, well, you'll see at the end. I just do like to spin it to make sure, and I'll make sure it's a little bit below the surface. And then see, this is going much faster. I do get more glue on me when I'm in a hurry because I really don't care. It comes off. And we'll spin it. And that one is okay. That one, oh, I see why. It's going from this side. There we go. And we're in. See, sometimes you have to finesse it a little bit. You like that finesse job I did? I like them when they're that tight, though, because it just makes a better product. because it fits in there good. I've had them so loose I've used epoxy because I needed something to really fill it in. But this way, we've got one last one to do here, and then we're going to use the drill and a little end mill attachment on my drill, hand drill, to go ahead and get off there. Make sure they're flush on the end and squares them up. Now we'll use some. Okay, now, should have used a piece of that and we just do it there. Get some extra glue off. So now what we do is spray some activator down on either end. Just speeds up the hardening of the CA glue. So once we get all these turned around, I'll hit the other ends. See, I got stuck to it. That's why I keep that blue painter's tape down there too. And you can see it just hardens it almost instantly. Okay, good deal. Probably a good idea for me to cover up my glue before I shoot the hardener at it, huh? Now, here comes a fun part. This is the contraption. And what we're doing, we're going in here. And please don't do this at home, because as you can see on these short ones, it goes out the end. So you really don't want your fingers closed in on it. And we're going until we get the wood flushed with a shiny piece of brass. See, this one's got a long way to go. So just gotta be careful. And I do have scars from this, by the way, because it got me. Because I wasn't paying attention once. And it got me right there. So you do have to be careful. Don't, like I said, don't try this at home. And we got nice brass there. And nice brass there. Yeah, almost. Nice brass there. And get in there. Yeah, almost. Felt that one on my finger. Okay, nice brass there. Good. Now, some people use little sanding discs, you know, like a belt sander or something, and use that. I just don't like doing that because I don't think it gets as flush or as straight. These little ones, I'm a little bit gun shy because that's what bit me that one time. And once bitten, twice shy. Isn't that what the song says? And these do get hot if you do it, you know, more than a little short spurt. Okay, nice shiny brass. Oh, you know what? My battery's dead. Might be why it's not doing it as good. But maybe we can get through these last ones. Only got 3 more little pieces. Of course, I got other batteries over there. Just got to go get them. See, there's another problem. Okay, so have to replace that one. But we can go ahead and get these done. And there it's dead. So I'll just have to replace that or fix that other one anyway. So we'll just go ahead and I'll place that on the charger. Oh, well, that gives us 3 of them we can work on anyway. Okay. That's the fun part. We're going to put this thing back up. Take this off. Let's put the stop back on. Okay, there it is. Go ahead and screw this thing on while we're up like this. Hey, that works pretty good. And now we're actually going to do some cutting. So let's put this back on here. And let's decide how we're going to do this. I think we're going to do it. Sorry about man, I need to clean those blinds, don't I? Let's see if we do this like that. And turn it down. That should give you a good view of where I'm going to be cutting, right? Me tiptoe. I hope it does anyway. Let's see. Okay. Fun. I'm going to go ahead and put on my leather vest. Keep all the dust off of me. And I'm going to be wearing a face shield. Wonder if I can. Yeah, I can get another one of those cut. Okay, face shield. And here's our first ones. So we put the long ones on right here. Make sure we're pointing the right way. Okay, get on there. Now, every once in a while, when that does it, kind of curls over the end. So I got me a little jeweler file. And I'll just go around and get that lip off of it. And that'll make sure that it slides on there better. Okay, so now we've got that one on. Hey, my face shield's banging the camera. And then we put this one on. Put the final. Now that bushing tells me where to stop cutting when I'm turning this to round. Okay. We're going to be going at about 2,500 RPM. I like going a little faster than a lot of people do when I'm turning these. It means if I do make a mistake, it usually is fatal for whatever I'm cutting. But, well, you'll see. There we go. Yeah, 2,600. Okay. Now, while I've got it on here, I'm going to take some sandpaper and give it a few hits. Cut you up slowly. Okay. The first one, the roughest sandpaper, I always put a flat back behind it, just another one of the blanks. And just hit it with that. And I'll turn it off, reverse the direction, and I'll look on here and hit it a little sideways if I see any, get all the scratches off. The rest I'll do with my fingers. So we'll turn it on. Now we're going the other direction. This one was turned down pretty good, so we'll hit that, turn it off, flip directions, grab the next piece, come up this way. Now, between every other one, I'll go ahead and hit it real quick this way. Make sure that I got some of those scratch lines out. Going the other way. You can already see it starting to look more like a pen, huh? The last one, we'll go this way. And hit it one last time if we see any. Well, I don't really see many. So, I think we're good with that one. Let's grab the next one. So you can see. Now, I forgot something. There's one other thing that I always do here, and I tend to forget it a lot. I keep some denatured alcohol. And this is the point where I'll set and clean all the little dust and stuff out of that. But this also lets me see kind of what it's going to look like when it's got the finish on it. You can see the curly part of the curly maple on there. Beautiful. That's going to engrave very well. And again, I'm sorry I can't really see the phone. I'll try to quit hitting it with my hand while I'm doing this. Let's see, we'll take these off. And I'll put these over here. They're ready to have the finish put on them. And we'll grab the next one. Again, we'll put it on here. And telemarketer's calling me. Tough. Again, I'm going to have to use the yeah. Gonna have to use this. You're probably gonna have to use it on all. I probably should just do it before I even try. Okay. So that one goes on. Sorry, banging it again. I wonder if that probably goes on pretty good. Good. And let's turn down another one. And here we go. Didn't like the way that felt. Okay, we're good. Sanding time. And reversing. Okay. Going over the top. And the bottom. And the reason I change directions each time, it's wood. So if there's any fibers that are sticking out a little bit, if you just sand the same direction every time, you never clean them off. By returning, then it goes the other way, makes you a little bit smoother final product. And I'm banging on the phone again. Last one. And I didn't go side to side on this one because this one came out pretty good without it. I will hit it here at the end, get any little bitty ones off there. And then again, hit it with the alcohol. That's where you get it all loaded up. And we'll look at it. Oh, that's going to be pretty. Okay, next. There we go. Sorry, I keep banging the phone with my hat. I'm not used to. Okay, yep. Did you see what I just did? That's supposed to be the long one over there. I hear some sirens. See, supposed to be the long one. Hey, cool. There we go. They're coming to take me away. Ha ha. They're coming to take me away. Ho ho. Ha to the funny farm. We're like, this is wonderful. All the time. And okay, so, huh? They do sound like they're getting closer, though, don't they? Good deal. Here we go. side to side. The radial scratches off. Yeah. It doesn't have to get them all off, just get the worst ones here. Because we got 4 more grits to go through. Fingers getting warm. Okay, going over the top. Bottom. That one I know pretty well is going to need some side to side motion. And then top. And the final bottom. Give it one last side to side. And we'll hit it with alcohol. Just hit it like this first. See, that comes out, makes it look like it's got the finish on it. But I do like to hit it with this. There we go. Okay. Since I busted one, we've only got one left to do here. I'll get that. You know what I didn't do? Oh, I forgot. Remember, we ran out of battery. It's charged up enough that I can hit that over here real fast. Finish this one out. Okay. So we got that one done. We got this one almost done. And I know why that one snapped on us a while ago. Remember when I went in sideways? I think that caused it to, I should have been a little more careful with it. But sometimes we learn the hard way. Let me hit this one. Okay, good. There. Yeah, if I just knew which one was which. Is it that one? No. It's that one. There we go. Put that in there. Yep. What did I say a while ago and not pay attention to? Gotta do this first. That one went in okay. Might as well do this while I'm at it. Okay. And this will be the last one. And then I'll be taking these. Well, no, we got to put one little. Oh, I didn't get that one done enough, did I? Oh, it's got some glue in it. See, I'm usually pretty careful about not getting glue in them. But if you get some in and you got them this tight fitting, You just have to go in there and sand it out or grind it out. And that should do it. Perfect. Or acceptable, one or the other. Okay. And here we go. Last one turning. Okay. That means you back it up a little. Top side. From the bottom. Top side. From And next step is doing the laser engraving. I'm fixing some little gaps. Okay, so before we can do the laser engraving, I'm going to take this silly leather apron off. We're going to go ahead and put one coat of CA on it so that the laser, the smoke and stuff won't kind of bleed over. So to do that, we're going to change over to a different mandrel with a non-stick, some non-stick bushings on it. We can take these off. This won't take just a couple minutes. And then the next step is lasering. And I will start up. I'll have to do it in the house, of course. I say in the house, in my office, which is in the house. Let's put these back on. We will need these bushings one last time to sand down the finish when we're done. So we'll leave the correct bushings on this mandrel. And cap it out. And we'll put these on. Doesn't really matter which order, I just out of habit put them on the same order. And look at that. I'm going to have to, oh no, that'll work. So I'm just putting one coat on there. It worked anyway. Imagine that. Okay. Now with this one, this is just to support the mandrel here. Put that up. Put it down to about 500 or 600 RPM. And we're going to use thin CA glue. A little fast. Slow it down a wee bit. There we go. Just hold this under it. Go back and forth a little. And that one's done. I forgot. I'm going to hit it with some activator. That way, when I take it off, it doesn't still stick to me. Well, there's number one. And number two. There's a lot more work to this than a lot of people realize, I think. Especially for the custom ones. You know, the ones that's going to be lasered on. Okay. Crank it up. You can now see why I keep that blue tape on my finger. Because when we're doing this, I got it supporting that. Which means it's going all the way through. And if you can see it, it's already smoking there. Shoot it. And we'll put the next one on. Now, the one thing I don't want to do is get these mixed up. So I got to keep these things together, or even though they're all the same type of wood, if you'll notice, some of them are like darker than others, different grain pattern a little bit. So it'd look kind of goofy. You probably see that I throw all these on the floor and clean them up about once a month. Take them out and burn them out of my parents' place. At least that's what I don't like throwing away in trash can. The reason that you see all these on the floor here with this stuff, if I was just throw all this in a trash can, this place is burned down because it just sits there and keeps heating and heating. And that's where you get the spontaneous combustion. And that's why they're sitting out there on the floor until I know it's completely cured up. So let me put your thing in there first. Okay. Here we go. Last one. And last codicea for this step. Okay. Now, let's look at our final. I can leave this mandrel on because after I do the lasering, then we'll put the rest of the finish on. So let me get this on there where I don't lose pieces. And we'll take the phone down. I just did what I said I shouldn't do. I'm going to move those up. Get this. Okay. While that's there, you can see here are the different cap parts. Now you see why I say we got to make sure we keep them paired up, because the grains, see that? Even though it's the same wood, if we were to get these off a little bit, it just wouldn't look right. So, thank you, everybody. Let me see if I can get this camera off here without making everybody sick. And then, this will work. Get some of the dust off here. Okay, so what did I miss? Since I can't see the chat here. Okay. Jesus smoke. So hey, pizza guy. Yeah, I don't know if I like this or not. How did the video go? Did the video work okay? Was it better than the last? Yeah, see, I broke one of them right here when I was trimming the end of it. So I'll just take that out, sand it down smooth, put a little bit of, just put it into a new piece. But I'm going to have to bust this one out too, unless I find a piece that matches it pretty well. For the same reason I just showed you on those other 4. So I'm going to go ahead and head into the office. Well, really, I'm going to head to church. Then when I get back tonight, I'm going to do some lasering. When I get it set up, I may stream that too, so you can see how I laser. Y'all have a good one. Thank you for helping me out with this little test. I think this will be good if I can just, what I need to do is bring me out another device so I can watch on it and see chat and everything. I wasn't thinking ahead when I come out because I'm not tall enough to reach up there and see the chat. So anyway, thank you, everybody. I will talk to you later.